Hi, this is Stan, the Annuity Man. Welcome to my webinar. We're calling it Staminars because Stam is Stan, the Annuity Man. We're talking about multi-year guarantee annuities, MYGAs, multi-year guarantee annuities. I call them fixed rate annuities, and it's the industry's version of a CD. Doubt if you're going to hear much about this from your agent and advisor. These are the lowest commission products on the planet, but I love them. I think they're very pro-customer, so let's get started and get into it. A little bit about me, if you don't know me, I am the walking middle finger of annuity truth. Laugh, that's when you need to giggle. I am the top independent agent in the country. I'm licensed in all 50 states, published 7 books. I'm working on number 8 right now, and have published over 400 articles in every single place you could imagine, from Wall Street Journal on down. Obviously, writing's therapy for me, but I do believe in education. If you are a client or you've dealt with me, you do understand that this isn't some sales pitch. We talk about it as grown-ups. We see if it fits, and then you make your own decision. Here's the books that I've written. Index Annuity book is the last one that was published earlier this year. It took me a long time to read. I was vomiting in between writing it because it's been the most overhyped product on the planet, CD product, but Index Annuities. So we wrote one on that. QLACs. The first book I wrote was on QLACs, on the owner's manual. Immediate annuities, the granddaddy of all annuities. MYGAs, which we're going to talk about today, but yes, I've written an owner's manual on that, and I'm going to encourage you to order that from me for free. I'll ship it to you. Nobody will show up at your doorstep or call. Income riders, which are attachments to income guarantees attached to variable and index annuities. It's such a complex and missold product and benefit that I wrote a book on it. And then deferred income annuities, which is an immediate annuity for later. Wrote a book on that. And then the granddaddy of all books, the Annuity Stanifesto, which was published a while back, the original therapy session, which covers pretty much everything. And it's been out bestseller on Amazon for a long, long time. You can email me. Hey, let's go back and look at, here's what I look like early when my kids were nice to me. This is what I look like now that my kids are in college. So if you have kids that are growing up, that's the future. That's the midlife crisis. But you can email me anytime. I do respond to emails or call me. I am the only agent, Stan the Annuity Man. There is no junior Stan the Annuity Man or Stanielle the Annuity Woman. There's nobody like that. It's just me. I do have a great staff that supports everything that I do. But if you're going to talk about annuities or make a decision to buy one, you're going to talk to me. My saying is will do, not might do. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do, which means contractual guarantees only. We do not look at hypothetical, theoretical, back-test, projected, agent, hopeful return scenarios like most of the indexed annuity sociopathic gunslinging agents out there that, if you had a sprained ankle or the flu or a flat tire, an indexed annuity is their solution. So, we do look at contractual guarantees, and I am going to tell you if you don't need an annuity. I have no problem doing that if you tell me your situation and it doesn't fit. Comdex rankings, I'm big on that. Obviously annuities are only as good as the claims payability of those companies backing them up. And I give away for free, because I'm a philanthropist and a giver, on my site, Comdex rankings. And you say, Stan, Comdex, what the heck are you talking about? Comdex is a compilation and listing of all 4 rating services, which is AM Best, Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and Fitch. And if you go to my website, go to resources and click down, you'll see Comdex rankings. At the very bottom, you say, download your free Comdex report. You can do that. You don't have to sign up. And here's what it looks like. It will show you the company, the ratings, AM Best, Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and Fitch. And then the Comdex ranking. What's a Comdex ranking? It's a score from 1 to 100. 1's terrible. 100's really good. We all kind of understand that. Nobody understands AA. Sounds like a bunch of drunks. Okay, it's 1 to 100, for goodness sakes. You understand it. We update this every month. And let me just tell you, every single advisor and bank and brokerage firm is using my service with this. It's amazing to see how many people log on to get this. But I'm glad they're doing that because they're looking at the claims payability of these issuers, okay? So with MYGA, same thing. And, if you choose a MYGA, and I have looked at their bond holdings and solvency ratio, and I don't think they're a good deal, or it's sketchy, I'll tell you. I mean, I have that background with Morgan Stanley, Dean Witter, Payne Weber, UBS. I used to do all that, so I understand looking at the bonds that they hold, etc. So Comdex ranking is very, very important. All annuity solutions really it's really summed up with two questions. And I know that you turn on the TV and you see, I hate all annuities. That's like saying I hate all restaurants. That's just ridiculous. There's many annuity types. Not everybody needs an annuity, but everybody out there for whatever reason, and I blame the annuity industry, thinks an annuity is, hey, I get this annuity, I get a lifetime income stream, and when I die, the insurance company keeps the money. That's just ridiculous. That's like going to a restaurant and saying there's only one thing on the menu. What we're talking about today, which is MYGAs, you don't lose control of the money. It's not an income situation. It's a CD. It's the industry version of a CD. But the two questions you ask is, number one, what do you want the money to contractually do? And number two, when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? With a MYGA, the answer would be, what do you want the money to contractually do? I don't want to lose a penny. I don't want to pay a fee. I just want a guaranteed interest rate. When do you want that guaranteed interest rate to start? Now. I'd like to get that interest now. And I'd like to lock it in for a specific period of time. Those are the two answers for MYGAs, okay? So the four places annuities in general fits into your portfolio: legacy, income, long-term care, and safety. Notice there's not market growth. Now, I am a contrarian, but I'm also a factual contrarian. Every gunslinging sociopathic agent out there, grifter, is trying to say market upside with no downside with indexed annuities, which is a joke, or they're trying to do variable annuities, which are an insurance wrapper around mutual funds. But I truly believe that annuities should be bought for the contractual guarantees, the will do, not might do. Worst case scenarios, they're contracts, not investments. If you want market growth, go buy something else. Don't buy an annuity. So legacy, income, long-term care, and safety. And I have come up with a very easy to understand acronym, because annuities are just transfer of risk products, and the acronym's PILL. So if you need an annuity, see if you can take the pill. What's the pill? P is principal protection. I is income for life. L is legacy, and the other L is long-term care. So P is principal protection. So you want to protect the principal, but you don't want to lose control. Great, that's a MYGA. Okay. Income for life, there are products that do that. Legacy, there are products that leave money to your beneficiaries that are annuities, and then long-term care is self-explanatory. But this, if you do not need to solve for one or more of these, PILL, then you do not need an annuity. It's that simple, okay? Where do MYGAs fit? Principal protection. They're CDs. They're the industry's version of a CD. Okay, we'll go over later the difference and the similarities between them. But if you say, Stan, explain MYGAs to me. You ever bought a CD? Yeah, that's it. You buy a MYGA, you get a percentage for a specific period of time. All right. MYGAs, which is multi-year guarantee annuities, which, of course, the industry creates these things that no one knows, and these acronyms no one knows what they are. These are fixed rate annuities, not fixed index, people. Don't let your heads pop off. Fixed rate. Self-explanatory. It's a fixed rate. All right. Where are the 5 safest places for your money? Does anybody know? Probably not. But probably you do. When you see this list, you'll get it. This is, I know the conspiracy. Take your tinfoil hats off for a second, because no conspiracy theories allowed. Number 1, U.S. Treasuries. Say, well, Stan, but what if? No, there's no what if. Okay, U.S. Treasuries are the safest money on the planet, period. Number 2, CDs. Why? FDIC, federally backed. F stands for federal, right? Which means they can tax us into oblivion and confiscate our money to back it. CDs. Number 3, money markets. That's a safe place for your. I know your little conspiracy theories out there, but I'm telling you, this is the top 3. Number 4 would be AAA insured municipal bonds. And what's the 5th? Guess what the 5th is? MYGAs. That's exactly right, MYGAs. So U.S. Treasuries, CDs, money markets, AAA munis, and MYGAs, fixed rate annuities, are the 5 safest places for your money, meaning that your principal is fully protected. Okay? So why should MYGAs be a part of your portfolio? Let's take a look at a couple reasons. You get a contractually guaranteed annual percentage rate, not a hypothetical, theoretical. It's a percentage. It's contractual. You look at it in your policy. That's what it's going to be, period. It also compounds tax deferred. So if you bought a multi-year guarantee annuity in a non-IRA account, the interest is going to compound tax deferred. Now, when you take the money out, obviously you have to pay taxes, but that's a good deal if you're just looking to park money and not pay taxes. And this is one of the biggest differences between a CD in a non-IRA account and a MYGA in a non-IRA account. With CD in a non-IRA account, you have to pay taxes on that interest. With a MYGA, you do not. Okay? No annual fees. Obviously, the agent gets paid, not a lot, because all commissions are built into annuity products. But MYGAs, because they're so simplistic and so short-term, the commissions are low. That's a good thing. No annual fees. You get full control of your money. You're not going to lose a penny at the end of the term. You get all your money back if you want to. Terms as short as 3 years. At the time of this webinar, Staminar, the shortest term you can go is 3 years. I've seen them in the past as short as 1 and 2 years, depending on where the interest rates are, but right now the shortest term is 3 years. You can ladder MYGAs for capturing potential rising interest rates. People say, well, Stan, is it a good time to buy? I don't know. Nobody knows. Janet Ellen doesn't know. I mean, nobody knows, okay? So if you aren't sure, then put a ladder in place. I just did a ladder for a very nice gentleman in Colorado, real estate developer. We did a 3, 4, and 5-year ladder. So we had 3-year paper, 4-year paper, 5-year paper. So we have paper coming due and maturing starting in year 3. Hopefully rates will be rising and we'll go capture higher rates at that specific time. 100% principal protection. And in some states like Florida and Texas, etc., they're creditor protection. So some predator trying to sue you frivolously cannot get to your MYGAs. They can't get to your IRAs, but they can't with some states. There's laws in place where, you know, if you have these annuities, they can't get to them. MYGAs are a really great place to park that. I have a lot of entrepreneur, doctor, people like that really don't need to make a lot of money on their investments. They just need to not lose any and hit some bunt singles. MYGAs, in my opinion, are bunt singles. Not a bad deal to do that, especially if you're a target with a high net worth, okay? At the end of the term of a MYGA, you can do a few things. You can transfer it to another MYGA via direct transfer. If it's an IRA, if it's an IRA, you can go IRA to IRA, non-taxable event. Or if it's a non-IRA account, you can do what's called a 1035 transfer. 1035 refers to the IRS code. Within the IRS code 1035, annuity to annuity is a non-taxable event. So if you don't need the money, you just want to keep pushing the tax puck down the ice, you can transfer to another MYGA. Also, at the end of the term, you can also choose to annuitize. You don't have to, but it is an option to create an income stream for life if you want to. And if you want to do that, if you Stan, this MYGA, I don't want to transfer it to another MYGA, me and the wife want it lifetime income stream. I'll go out and shop the highest paying single premium immediate annuities, and we can do a 1035 or direct transfer to that non-taxable event and create a lifetime income stream, but get the highest contractual guarantee. You do not have to do this, but this is an option, okay? And if you're a CD or bond buyer, truly MYGAs are a no-brainer. MYGAs are just what you've been doing. It's just a product you weren't familiar with. Here's my view of how MYGAs should be used in your portfolio. We've kind of covered a little bit about full principal protection. Typically and historically, you see fixed rate annuities provide a better guaranteed interest rate than a same term CD. So a 5-year CD is going to be beaten by a 5-year MYGA in most cases, or a 3-year CD is going to be beaten by a 3-year MYGA. I'm not saying they're better than CDs. I'm just saying that that's the way it is. So if you're really looking for yield, it's okay to combine CDs and MYGAs. Just go shop for the best ones. I mean, if you said, I'm going to shop for the best rates on the planet, I'm going to use Stan the Annuity Man site for MYGAs, and I'm going to use bankrate.com for CDs, you're going to get the highest contractual guarantees. You should use them in combination with CDs, bonds, money markets, and treasuries. It should be part of the fixed income section of your portfolio. And you should look for, from tax-deferred accumulation only, MYGAs are a really good way to contractually grow your money. I mean, interest rates are perceived lows right now. We all remember Jimmy Carter, but he's not in office, and I doubt if we'll see those interest rates again. but it's a very simplistic, easy way to grow your money. And I always recommend laddering, your ladder strategies. Right now, the most popular laddering strategy we do is a 3, 4, and 5-year ladder, 3-year, 4-year, and 5-year. We're not trying to guess. We're not trying to be Svengalis. We're not trying to be masters of the universe. We know the interest rates could go up, and if they do, we want money coming due, so to capture them. So that's what we're doing, 3, 4, and 5. And also, we can do, if income's needed in the future, we can do a transfer from a MYGA to a SPIA, an immediate annuity, if income's needed. So that's where it should be used. Like I said, you can buy one standalone. You can buy just a single carrier, or you could ladder, and we typically use multiple carriers for that because annuities are commodity products. Not one carrier has the best interest rate for a specific term. That's the reason all of them have to be shopped, and that's the great part about the feed on my website, which we're getting ready to show you. Right now, 3 years is the shortest term, which is fine. It is what it is, and if you want to go shorter than that, buy CDs. 5-year is really currently the most popular, and the reason is that's kind of where the value is, or the yield curve. Anybody out there doing yield curve analysis kind of understands. It's pretty basic. If you go to my feed, I'm going to show you how to do that. Just where are the interest rates? Is a 10-year paying more enough in interest to warrant locking your money up for 10 years? In my opinion, right now, no. And there's no annual fees, and there'd be no annual fees if you transferred it to an immediate annuity for income, because immediate annuities have no annual fees. So the MYGA to SPIA, let's cover that a little bit. All annuities, all deferred annuities like variable annuities or index annuities or MYGAs, fixed rate annuities, can be converted into a lifetime income stream. That's called annuitization. Annuitization is creating a lifetime income stream. MYGAs, you can do that. You can take the contract that you have. Let's just say you've got a 5-year and it's paying you 3%. And at the end of the 5 years, say, Stan, let's convert that to income. We'll go to that MYGA carrier and say, what's your annuitization quote? And we'll see what it is. And then what I'll do is I'll go back out into the market, since I represent every single carrier on the planet, and I will put in the parameters and say, let's go get the highest contractual guarantee, and we'll go get it for you. You can annuitize and customize that strategy any way you want. You can do joint life, you can do single life, you can do cash refund, installment refund. You can tell me exactly how you want that income stream. But once again, you don't have to do this. I'm telling you that it's an option that most people aren't aware that they can do with their MYGAs. Typically, 99% of the people that buy MYGAs buy them for the interest rate, and that's it. They don't want income in the future, but it is an option. And there are some good tax advantages, exclusion ratios of parts of the payment coming to you that's excluded from taxes. So if you want to do that, that's fine. We will just go find the best contractual payout at that point. But this is an option that most people aren't aware of, but you do not have to do it. Okay, so it's a non-taxable transfer. The cost basis of the MYGA will transfer to the immediate annuity. Very, very efficient way to create lifetime income after you are done with just, hey, we're going to accumulate, we're going to get interest. Hey, now let's turn it into income. It is an option. Okay, let's look at the MYGA feed. Very proud of this. We've spent a lot of money on this. Currently, at this taping of this or this live event that we're doing, that we're also taping for a replay, we are the only company that's offering this live feed to the consumer. Most of the rates that you're getting from other sites, they're using our site to get the rates, and then they post them on their site. That's fine. It's all good, but it is what it is. This is a live feed. We filter it by your state, and let me stop right here. All annuities are approved at the state level. In other words, XYZ annuity company has to go to each state and get that product approved or that MYGA approved. So each state's going to be a little different on what's being offered and what's there. So what's in Texas might not be in California, and that might not be in Florida or Colorado. Okay, you filter by your state and you filter by your term, and then the website feed will list the highest yield of maturity during that time, and it'll show the liquidity options, etc. The columns that we've decided to include, and we can dig as deep as you want to in these MYGAs. If you said, Stan, I'm really interested in XYZ, we can get you the specimen policy, the marketing stuff, whatever you want, we can get it to you and dig as deep as you want to go. But we show the AM Best rating, even though we give away Comdex, but on this filter we show AM Best rating. We show the product name, the carrier, the years it's guaranteed, the minimum and the maximum, liquidity provisions if that's important. I don't think you should be buying MYGAs for liquidity, but some of you need that to peel off the interest or income, and that's fine. We'll choose those carriers accordingly, and it shows the guaranteed interest rate. And then it also shows the date that rate was set. So let's look at what that looks like. So if you go to my site, man, that's a good-looking picture. That is me at my happiest. That's me when both daughters went to college. Man, I was ecstatic. If you see the hand there, see the hand, click to view the MYGA fixed rate feed for your state. Click that. Here's what it's going to show you. It's going to show you a drop down. You're going to choose your state. In this case, since I'm calling you from Florida, since I'm doing this from Florida, Ponte Vedra Beach, which is south of Jacksonville, north of St. Augustine, where the Standy Annuity Man mothership is located. So we hit Florida, okay? And then the next you choose, you drop down, you choose years. So we hit 5 years. So those are the two things you hit. You hit OK, and there it goes. It takes you to the best 5-year products available in the state of Florida. Company name, AM Best, product name, years guaranteed. That's what GTD means, guaranteed. The minimum premium they need, the maximum premium they'll take. If they'll take interest out, if you can take interest out, if you can take cumulative interest out, if you can take 10% out. And then some of these products, maybe some just a handful will have a higher rate the first year, and then the rest of the time the same. But yield to surrender, the big green column, is the one you need to focus on because that's what you're going to get, average. And obviously at the bottom right, you can always schedule a call with me, and that would be a great event for both of us because it's not some sales pitchy stuff. It's me and you talking about life. But let's just say, hey, Stan, forget Florida. I want to do something else. I want to look at another rate. You go up, see the change my guarantee period or state button up top right there. See that? The hand just went there. Isn't that magic? Click that. It'll take you back to that drop down. And let's just say I'm going to check on Aunt Martha in Austin, Texas. Let's see what Aunt Martha can buy. So we do Texas, and Aunt Martha's old as dirt, so we're going to do 3 years, shortest as we can. And so there's the best 3-year products in the state of Texas for Aunt Martha. Okay, so it's that simple. If you want to look up another year or another state, go back up to change my guarantee period or state. It's that simple. Okay, what did Steve Jobs say? He said the most complex thing in the world is to create something simple. Here we go. Bing, 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 bing. We did it. And I want to thank people that know Leah, that's part of our staff and been with me forever. She was the project manager on this, and she did a fantastic job putting this together and making it easy to understand. You don't have to sign up for anything. You can just go to my site and look at it. Anytime you say, I wonder what the rates are, boom, you can go look at what the best rates are. Okay? So that's the new feed. How about that? And, live, it's being updated all the time. We have a couple of sources that we pay too much money to these people. They're just getting rich, these corporations, to feed us this information, but it's really important, and I think it's good for the consumer. All right? So with that being said, let's look at the benefits and the limitations of MYGAs, okay? Because every product, every annuity product has good and bad, right? I love these guys at the Bad Chicken Dinner seminars. I sell a vomit bag on my site. If you go to my site under Annuity Man Store, I literally sell a vomit bag that you can take to the Bad Chicken Dinner seminar, so when they get really going, you can throw up in it. It's really cool. It says preventing vomitility. But off the subject, I digress. MYGA benefits, full principal protection, okay? MYGA rates are typically higher than the same term CDs. I know you say, no, it can't be, Stan. It is. Just trust me on that. Or don't trust me. Go to my site, pull them up, and then go to bankrate.com, pull up the same term, and say, doggone it, that Standy Annuity Man is right. Contractually guaranteed annual interest rate. In other words, for the term you choose, you're going to get that interest rate, period. Will do, not might do. It can be these things can be purchased in traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, and non-IRA accounts. All right, they can be held in all accounts. They're easy to understand with no moving parts. The interest rate gains grow and compound tax deferred in a non-IRA setting. There's no annual fees. Okay, going back to the commission thing, we do get paid a commission, agents do, but it's built in. We reveal that to you. We're very transparent. You know exactly what I'm making, but it's low. And the reason that you don't see MYGAs being pitched at Bad Chicken Dinner seminars is they couldn't afford the chicken. They just serve coffee, and there'd be no creamer. It'd just be black because there's no commission in it. And penalty-free liquidity choices, depending, I mean, if you want liquidity, then choose, you saw the feed. You can choose an annuity that provides liquidity. And the interest compounds tax deferred. What's the downside? What's the limitations of a MYGA? Of course, they have limitations. Every product has a limitation, except if you accepted the index annuity guide, because that solves the flu, the plague, all kinds of things. I mean, that's an amazing product if you listen to the sales pitch. I digress, but index annuities are CD products. But MYGAs historically outperform. In a lot of cases, if you look MYGA to index annuity, MYGAs beat them. Why? Because MYGAs give you a guaranteed rate every year, okay? Number one, it's not a stock market growth product. If you're looking for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9%, don't buy it, okay? Don't buy any annuity for that matter. But when the 10-year treasury is at 2 point whatever, there is no 5, okay? High surrender charges with limited liquidity. If, the surrender charges will be revealed during the process and the application, et cetera, but they are high. If you buy a 5-year and decide to cash the whole thing out of year 2, they're going to ding you. I mean, they're going to hammer you for doing that. Shortest term currently is 3 years. Boy, I wish it was shorter, but it's not, but that's a limitation. Not all annuity companies offer MYGAs. People say, well, Stan, I only want to buy New York Life MYGAs. Good luck, okay? Right now, they're not in the game. Great company. I love them. Or, say Guardian. I want to just buy Guardian. I just want to buy Pacific Life, or whatever company you love or love their marketing. You can't look at it like that. You have to choose the highest contractual guarantee and then filter by the claims paying ability. When you take money out of a MYGA, it's taken at last in, first out. That's what LIFO stands for, last in, first out, and tax ordinary income levels. And the guarantees are backed by the company. So you have to make sure the company can back up those claims. All right. IRA, non-IRA account. You can put these MYGAs in any type of account. Roth, traditional, non-IRA can hold them. Most of these MYGAs are RMD friendly for traditional IRAs, but if you do plan on taking required minimum distributions from the MYGA that you're going to buy in your IRA, please let me know that so we can make sure that the MYGA is RMD friendly, okay? You can set up single joint. Trust ownership is allowed. Just got to let us know what your plans are. And you can have beneficiary designations that are revocable. So if Junior makes you mad, goes to college, doesn't go to class for a full semester, and parties, you take him off the beneficiary list, you can do that. So revocable beneficiary designations. And then the accumulation value, which is principal plus interest, is the death benefit. So if your Learjet hits the mountain, okay, they're going to get the principal plus the interest as a death benefit. All right? Here are the 3 choices at the end of the MYGA term. So let's say, hey, Stan, we're going to buy a 5-year MYGA. What happens at the end of the 5 year? What are my choices at the end of those 5 years? You can say, hey, Stan, I want to cash out. Send me the check, son. Send it to me now. FedEx that baby. We'll do it, okay? And it's going to be principal plus interest. So you can do that. Or you can say, hey, I bought it in this IRA and I don't want to buy another MYGA. Just cash it in and transfer it over here so I can trade stocks. Okay. Or it's in a non-IRA setting. Hey, Stan, cash it out. Send me the check. Great. We're going to do that. You're going to pay taxes on the interest. Okay. Does that make sense? Yes. Nod your head. Transfer to another MYGA. We can do that. Remember that can be either IRA to IRA direct transfer or an IRS-approved 1035 transfer. What is the 1035? 1035 is the section of the IRS code. For all you geeks out there that have nothing to do and want to read the IRS code, go to section 1035, and it talks about transferring annuity to annuity, non-taxable event, and both of those are easily done institution-to-institution transfer. Or the third thing, you can annuitize it, which we talked about. You don't have to do that, but that is an option. Okay? So MYGA to SPIA, let's go over that one more time. No annual fees, pure tax-deferred compounding growth to a SPIA or the best annuitized contractual guarantee. Just put that in the back of your head. It's not a bad way to look at future income, but still have full control of the money. Okay? MYGA percentages are typically higher than CDs, but let's look at CDs and MYGAs and how they can work together as well. The bogey that you need to look at, you need to get up every morning and say, I'm going to check rates. You check the 10-year Treasury, okay? The 10-year Treasury is the benchmark. So, at the time of this seminar, interest rates are in the twos, right? Between 2 and whatever. So when you call me and say, Stan, I want a 5%, 5-year, then you're dreaming. You have no concept of reality because it's all based upon the 10-year Treasury. A 5-year MYGA guarantees are typically more than the U.S. 10-year Treasury. Right now, at the time of this seminar, a 5-year guaranteed MYGA is between 3 or 3.1 or 3.2%, depending on the carrier. What's 10-year Treasury? 2.3, 2.4, whatever, okay? I'm not saying it's better than Treasuries. Treasuries are the safest money on the planet, but that's typically, what you're going to see, that type of ratio and that type of correlation to rates. The reason you even look at MYGAs, you say, I can do better with a MYGA than a CD. That doesn't mean you don't do CDs. And if you feel more comfortable with your CDs at the bank, then buy the CD at the bank. Go with what you feel comfortable with. What I want you to understand is MYGAs give you another opportunity to lock in rates and typically a little bit higher rates. And right now, the current yield curve shows 5-year being the best rate, meaning that if you go back to the grid and just do this after the webinar, go back to the live feed, pull up your state, put in 5 years, and then put in 6 years, and then put in 7 years, and then put in 8, 9, and 10, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The sweet spot, the value is at 5 years. Currently, that might change, but currently that's where the value is, okay? Listen to the street. You can combine CDs and MYGAs. If your time frame is 2 years or less, buy CDs, right? If it's 3 years or more, probably buy MYGAs because it's 3 years is the shortest term. So looking at combining the CDs and the MYGAs, you look at the CD and MYGA combo ladder as an example. This is just easy to understand. You get a 6-month CD, $50,000, 12-month CD, 24-month CD. It doesn't have to be 50. This is an example. 3-year MYGA, 4-year MYGA, 5-year MYGA. If you're shopping Stan the Annuity Man and Bankrate.com, okay, if you're shopping both of those, you're going to get, okay, not FDIC coverage. This is very important. Do not allow any agent to say, well, state guarantee funds are just like FDIC. They're not. F is federal. F means they get to tax us for the money. FDIC coverage is the best coverage for these type of products. MYGAs are protected by the state guarantee funds. If you want to go check on your state guarantee fund, you can. There's the website, nolhga.com, and you can pull up your state, see what they guarantee each policy up to a specific limit. I wouldn't put a lot of faith in that. In my opinion, it's never been tested, and you can't use the state guarantee fund as part of the sales pitch. I only show it to you because people always ask me. Because they're always being pitched by somebody about the state guarantee fund. No, it has nothing to do with anything. Is it there? Is it good that it's there? Sure, it's good that it's there. But you should buy the MYGA based on the company that's issuing the policy. So that, with that being said, FDIC is better coverage than state guarantee funds. Okay. One of the reasons you might not be aware of MYGAs until now is pretty basic, and you probably already figured it out. MYGAs pay the lowest commissions. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a big proponent of the DOL rule. I think the DOL rule should go through. Obviously, anything that gets to Washington, by the time it comes out of Washington, it's all screwed up. And we're seeing that happening with the DOL fiduciary rule. But the way to solve the annuity issue is to make all commissions the same on all annuity types. That will never happen, but if I was annuity czar, that would happen. But MYGAs typically offer the lowest commission, so agents don't show them. Most agents are trying to sell you the dream. The dream returns non-guaranteed, hypothetical, or back-tested numbers or percentages with variable and indexed annuities, which are high commission, high fee products. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. That's the reason that they don't show you MYGAs. And, MYGAs to me are just simple, efficient, and pro-customer. Rational reasons don't consider MYGAs. Let's cover them once again. You don't want to lose a penny. Hey, MYGA's you. Contractually guaranteed annual percentage, full principal protection, total control, tax deferral in non-IRA accounts, annual guaranteed growth in IRA accounts, no annual fees. MYGAs are will do. They're full principal protection. Annual liquidity on some, better than CD returns. They are what they are. They are commodities. Understand that annuities in general, all types are commodities, meaning there's not one that's better than the other. There's not one carrier that's better than the other. There's not one offering that's better than the other. You should shop for them. And each state has, approved different annuities that's for sale. That's the reason we have the state filter. So you shop for the highest rate. You filter your buying decision on carrier strength and claim spanability. And understand that you're looking for that yield to surrender number. That's where you're going to focus. So you need to shop all carriers, and I represent pretty much all carriers, okay? How many of you go to Orbitz and buy a plane ticket or Priceline or whatever those little sites are that you can go and filter? Nobody goes in and says, you know what, I really want to fly Delta or American or JetBlue or whatever. No, they punch in where they want to go, and they look at the price. That's exactly how you buy annuities. You put in the specific parameters that you want. You shop all the carriers. You choose based on the highest contractual guarantees. It's just like buying a plane ticket. So, go to Orbitz to buy the plane ticket. Go to StanleyAnnuityMan.com to buy your MYGA. Because remember, where to see the hand, click to view the MYGA fixed rate feed. That's how easy it is. So with that being said, here's the next steps. Let me ship you this. If you don't have the MYGA owner's manual, just let me send it to you. No strings attached, my gift, whatever. Yeah, no one's going to show up at your door or call you. It's your just email me your physical address or go to the site and sign up for it. And then go to the website and go to the fixed rate button and play around with it. Look at your state, look at what's out there and filter it by your state of resident term. You can always schedule a call with me. I won't bite. I'm not angry and mean like I look at in the picture. That's just when I have to pay the tuition bills for the 2 out-of-state private schools. That's how I look. But other than that, I'm typically a nice guy. Schedule a call. We'll talk about it. There's no sales pitches. Give yourself some credit. All right? Schedule the call. Have a professional conversation. Let's see if these things work for you. No pressure, no pitches. It's a grown-up conversation. You make your decision on your own terms. And then we handle all the paperwork. It's FedEx, online, etc. Everything's fully secured and encrypted. I've had the best staff in the country. If you're a client, you're nodding your head. If you're not a client, you will nod your head when you become a client because they take care of everything from start to finish, even if it's a transfer. It's a phone application process. We never share information, complete confidentiality. So, you can contact me at any time at this 800 number, Stan at Stan the Annuity Man. Go to my website. Text me on my cell. I'm available. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. I really appreciate all of you being here. We're doing these webinar seminars as quickly as I can put them together and as things hit me as I deem important. And I think it's important that we tell people about this new MYGA feed that's on the site. So I'm Stan the Annuity Man. Thank you so much for showing up, and we will see you next time on the Staminar.